Well, like at like Sasquatch, we'd go to the EDM tent and like kind of do silly moves.
Cool.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Improvisationally.
These two take the training serious. They take it seriously, but really have fun with it, which is what the whole idea is all about, right?
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome that we could just bring our own music and bring our own like style and flavor, because I thought it would be like, and here's the rigid sort of steps, and this is the type of music that you're going to learn to dance to, whereas you're just like, all right, what do you want? And then we're like, oh, yeah, it was really cool.
So how was it from the beginning? How was it different than learning steps? What was the training like for you guys?
I felt like we were like learning some of the like ingredients, but it wasn't like we had to follow an exact recipe. It was like we could, do whatever was in our hearts, or like, develop our own style, I guess, and sort of feel like what worked for us and what we were into, and follow that instead of doing what, like an established style and learning the exact like sequence of things that people have been doing forever. And I don't know, it was fun. It felt like there was like this whole creative side to it that I really enjoyed.
Yeah, but also still like learning fundamentally what a specific step is supposed to feel like.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, it helps because like you would show us the move first, so we were like, okay, this is how it's supposed to feel like, and then we practice that specific move. But then at the end, we get to sort of like connect the dots. And it always took us like at least 2 lessons to really get it, I feel like, and then we start. It's in like our repertoire of just like free flowing dancing, I guess. Yeah.
And then you can start like building on that and like just feeling how you want to move your body through those things.
Yeah.
The cool thing about this training is you discover your own style, so you start to develop your style.
Yeah.
And everybody has a different style, an original style. The Merrydang style. that's their team name, Merrydang. I would say your style is really, I don't know, what do you say?
We fill the space.
Fill the space.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
These two move, they don't hold back. For their wedding dance, what did your guests think when they saw your
Oh my gosh, they
first dance?
loved it.
And I would say they were shocked too.
They were so shocked. It was awesome.
It was just like a lot of fun.
We were running out of time towards the end because the speeches went way over, and the wedding planner was like, we're not gonna have time for this and not for that, and we're like, no, we have to do the dance. And then it was such a surprise because everyone was like, whoa, and there's like lots of like, like wooing and claps, and I think it was definitely a highlight. A lot of the guests was like, that was amazing. Where'd you guys learn how to dance? I didn't know you guys knew how to dance.
Yeah, and another thing that like a lot of people said to me was, it just looked like you were having so much fun. And
we did.
We were,
Yeah.
It was really fun.
I was super proud of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. I saw the video and I was like, I did it. And it was like, we had kind of, it wasn't like completely choreographed. We had some ideas on what was going to happen.
Yeah.
But you guys just kind of free flowed.
Yeah, I did not expect that at all, because I thought like when I asked about doing lessons, I thought you would choreograph. Like we would be basically getting like a choreographed stamp of like, here's what you do, and that's what we'd be practicing. But it was so completely different, which made it so much more special because it felt like it really came from our hearts, not like someone else's.
Yeah, the Merrydang expression was there.
But we had so much fun that after the wedding, we kept coming to classes, and it's like a really fun thing to do every week together, and it just like feels good. Like I didn't picture myself doing this sort of thing, I guess, but I'm just enjoying it so much. Yeah. And
a huge part, I think, is the whole switching the leader.
Switching the lead. So we learned both how to lead and follow, so you understand the whole partnership, and then you can feel what's working and what's not working. So sorry, Cece, what do you like? What do you enjoy
Well,
about
because
it?
I just didn't. Because when we were first just learning the fundamentals and the steps, it just made more sense to have Dylan lead because we were really just trying to get like to the feel of things. And then as soon as we got more comfortable with just even being in the space, and then there was this one lesson I remember where like most of the class was spent with trying to get me to figure out how to lead, and it was so just, I don't know, mind expanding, even just for me to kind of like, okay, I gotta think about what feels right and control, like be felt in control, I guess, of like a very fun, creative thing that we were doing. And then later on, especially when we're doing the group class, and we kind of like, at one point you asked us to do the exercise of like go back and forth between leading. I thought that was super fun because it was that felt so much more like a conversation than like like I'm just following somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. It's more like you have to be. So with this style of dancing, you have to be completely like in the moment. You can't really disconnect. I mean, you can, but then it just starts to become robotic.
Mm-hmm.
So one question is, when people don't know how to dance and they're like, okay, but I don't know what to do, you're gonna have to give me some moves, so I can start doing some moves. What was your guys' experience like that? So I gave you kind of like, I call them root moves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then how did you start to invent your own moves?
I mean, I think a big part of it was like you encouraged us to like, I guess, do what we were feeling and like listen to like what was inside us, I guess. And also we would do like a lot of warm-ups where we would just like move as freely as possible and like just experiment for, like 5-10 minutes. And then I just wasn't used to doing that, and it like opened something up, and it like removes some like mental like blocks and like that feeling of embarrassment when you're like, dancing, and like, I don't know. And so yeah, just like opened it up, and then we would start dancing, and then I would like when we started, I felt like, oh, I've got to hit these steps, like I've got to like really focus on doing everything right. And then there, like over time, gradually, I just would like feel like, oh, I just want to do this now, like some sort of like, I don't know, something weird or
I
like.
think part of it's the music too, because we're both huge music lovers, which is another big part of why we really like this program, because we get to bring our own like style of music and things that we already are passionate about. And we jammed, like we already kind of
together, yeah.
like we've have a history where we've played music together and improvised just music playing. So it's kind of like almost extending that. We have like a creative idea of what something should sound like, or what something should look like, and in this case, what something should feel like. And so, right?
I don't know that I know what it should feel like, but.
Or what
I'm
you
just
want to, or
experimenting
yeah,
with
how
it.
you want to express something, and then I guess that's where our ideas come from. Is sort of like you feel the music, and you like, and this part of the music makes me want to do this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
This is how the music makes you feel.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turns out often that involves the music makes me want to move all over this space.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man,
Like
take it
squat.
up.
Yeah, let's
Take it
wave our
up.
bodies everywhere.
This guy's a mover.
Yeah.
We both are movers. I
Yeah.
love it. You move to feel good. Feel good movement is like, it's euphoric.
Yeah. Oh,
Doing
it
it to
is
music?
so euphoric. Yeah, and especially there's times where you like we'll dance to a song, and then afterwards we're just like, wow, that felt really good.
Felt good, yeah.
Did that feel good? Yeah.
Do you guys experience, it's called a dancer high.
Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Yeah. I definitely experience it.
Yeah.
And I really like the feeling of like you like try something new for the first time, like while dancing, or like it just occurs to you and you try it, and then it's like, whoa, that like worked, or even if it just like kind of worked. That's such a good feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes you feel cool. You're like, oh, pull that off.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
So, kind of generalize your training. You guys completed like the first half of the discovery program before your wedding, and then we did some lessons just on your wedding dance.
Yeah.
And then you completed the second half of the discovery program after your wedding. And while that was happening, we had a local artist their name's the Hyde Children, reached out to me and he said, I'd like some flow dancers for a music video. And it was like 2 days before, so I asked these two, because they're so like gung-ho for anything. Would you like to dance with me in this music video? And we went to the radio station 89.5, and we just free-flowed, like, we probably did like 6 takes.
Yeah.
For some reason, they kept having us do takes, and we were exhausted, we were sweaty by the end.
Yeah.
It was Nina and I, and Dylan and Cece, and we were just freestyling the whole time, and they loved it.
That's pretty cool.
And you guys held,
Yeah.
you're doing a music video, like,
Yeah.
2 months into your training.
Yeah.
That was so
That was
cool.
kind of unreal.
Yeah. I guess this must be what being a dancer's like.
I think you are a dancer now.
When's our paycheck coming?
In the mail. So I just want to give you guys an insight on what it's like to go through this training. Do you believe that this training is anyone can handle it? Like,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, for a variety of reasons, but it's just like been a very supportive experience. Like I felt like the way in which you taught it was, or which you've continued teaching us, has been like really supportive, and like it's just a place where I feel comfortable, like exploring, like dancing and like doing dumb things occasionally, and like that's totally fine, and like it's actually just like enjoyable, and it's a like very natural, like the program is very natural. Like it, I don't know, it just like works for me easily and naturally. So.
Has it developed your relationship, the two of you, like being forced to learn a whole new, I call it a physical language?
Yeah.
Have you seen how it's enhanced your guys' ability to work and create with each other?
Yeah. Well, it's definitely like going to weddings and going out to clubs now is a lot more fun.
Yeah.
Because we can dance together.
Yeah.
But also it's like, it helps improve our patience.
It's a little bit of the patience. I think the like letting each other lead,
Yeah, that's true. Like, and yeah.
like knowing, kind of like reading each other. I think it's helped a little bit there, which is interesting because we're both pretty independent people already, so it's kind of cool to like I don't
Yeah.
know, explore that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You do a great job assessing, like, this is what happened, how can we improve this? After each dance,
Yeah.
you talk about it,
Yeah.
and you keep
Yeah.
growing through it.
It's also interesting because I think our styles of like learning and dance are pretty different. And so like trying to put yourself in the frame of mind of your partner is like a really interesting thing to do, and probably a positive skill.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, I think I think this is just such a good relationship, like activity in general, because I don't know, like it's hard to find good date nights where you're interacting with each other, not just like staring at a screen or, you know, sitting there not actually talking to each other.
Yeah.
But it also forces you to like have a common goal, like you're trying to achieve something, like through this activity.
Awesome dance.
Cool.
Yeah,
Awesome
through
dance.
awesome dance.
Dancer
Yeah.
high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I've been working on this program for the last 8 years, and I finally, what I believe, perfected it. And these are the first 2 to go through it. And the results are awesome. And my whole like mission in life is to make physical communication available, or even to know what it is, where you can just physically communicate with people.
Yeah.
And dancing is kind of the medium to learn how that works and experience that. And it's the best activity to do it in, because listening to music and doing it with each other, interacting with each other physically, it's mind-blowing. And the goal is to make it available for everybody, because everybody should be able to do this. Just like speaking, everyone should be able to physically communicate with each other.
Yeah. I think anybody who loves music should try this out. Like and like get so moved by music that they want to move should try this.
Is there any downside to being able to do this? Like, is there any downside in the process? Anything else like, or skills you developed? Any of that stuff?
No.
Cool.
Yeah.
You have to learn to be patient with each other. That's about it. I mean, it's not like everything was easy peasy, right? It was,
Yeah.
but
But it's also
No
just, I mean, it's fun. It's like a highlight of the week. So,
yeah.
yeah,
Cool.
it's cool.
Well, thank you, Dylan and Cece, for sharing your story. And they just started the fluency program, so it's broken down into 2 parts. Discovery, you discover your flow, and then fluency, you learn the complete language on how to like communicate with each other physically. And it feels amazing.
It's not a porno.
Yeah, thank you for watching, and I hope to get my hands on you so I can teach you how to dance. At least 2.
Don't worry. Don't worry.
I'm trying to cross hands.